morning, dear students. Welcome back to the class. Today we will do some numericals from chapter motion. So, to begin with, question number 1. A cheetah starts from rest and accelerates at 2 meters per second square for 10 seconds. Calculate final velocity and the distance traveled. So starts from rest. Rest means this is your initial velocity u. Final velocity you have to calculate. Initial velocity here u is 0 meter per second because it is at rest. Final velocity you have to calculate. Acceleration is given as 2 meter per second square and time is given as 10 seconds. Using the first equation of motion, we have studied 3 equations of motion if you remember. V square minus u square equal to 2as, s equals to ut plus half at square, and v equals to u plus at. So first, second and third doesn't matter. You have to see what all things you have and what you have to calculate. So you have initial velocity u, you have a and you have t. You have to find v. So using the formula v equals to u plus at, u is 0 plus 2 into 10, that is 20 meter per second is your answer. Clear? Now you have to find the distance traveled. Distance traveled, either you can use s is equal to ut plus half at square, or you can use v square minus u square equals to 2as, because v also you know, u also you know, and 2a you know. So let us see from v square minus u square is equal to 2as. How much is v square? V square is 20 square. U square is 0 square equals to 2 into a is 2s. So that is 400 equals to 4s. So s will be what? 400 by 4, that is 100 meter. So you have to see what all values are given. Depending upon them, you should find the equation. You should find the values. Okay. There is not a definite rule which one to use. You can use any of them if the other entities are given. So this is the solution. Let us see the next question. Question number 2 says a train traveling at 20 meter per second accelerates at 0.5 meter per second square for 30 seconds. How far will it travel in this time? How far means you have to find the distance, that is s. Okay, now you have the initial velocity. It is traveling with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So if the initial velocity is 20 meter per second, time is given as 30 seconds. Acceleration is given as 0.5 meter per second square. So now what you will use? You will use the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. Ut is 20 into 30, half into a is 0.5 into t square is 30 into 30. Solving, you'll get s as 825 meter. Okay. Question number 3. A cyclist is traveling at 15 meter per second. So your initial velocity is how much? It is 15 meter per second. Somebody is traveling at a speed of 15 meter per second. She applies brakes so that she does not collide with the wall 18 meter away. So let us say wall is here, okay, at a distance of 18 meter. So earlier her velocity was 15 meter per second. She applies brakes so that before reaching the wall, her final velocity v becomes 0. So v will be 0. Distance s is 18 meter. What deceleration must she have? So a you have to calculate. So using the formula v square minus u square equals to 2as. V is 0. 0 minus 15 square is 2a into s is 18. And you have to take care that all the units should either be in meter per second or kilometer per hour. Time should be in seconds. Okay. What I am trying to say is that if time is in seconds, then this distance should be in meter. Otherwise, you have to change them. So putting the values, we are getting the value of A as minus 6.25 meter per second square. Why minus? Because the velocity is decreasing, isn't it? Whenever the acceleration is negative, it means it is decreasing. Question number 4, draw a velocity time graph. So whenever velocity and time they speak na, so v will be on your y axis and time will be on your x axis. To show the following, a car accelerates uniformly from rest to 5 seconds. So we have the time division on x axis as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, and velocity on y-axis. So it accelerates uniformly means with with an increase of 1 second, let us say, it is increasing its velocity with 1 meter per second square. With an increase of next one, it is going with a velocity of 2 meter per second square. Same scale is there. Okay, it is accelerating uniformly, moving with a uniform speed in a uniform time. Then, so after till 5 seconds, it is accelerating uniformly. As soon as they reached 5, it travels steady at a velocity for 5 seconds. Now it becomes steady. Steady means in a straight line, which is parallel to the time, because velocity is constant here. Suppose this was 10. So for this time interval, the velocity of the body is 10 meter per second. Okay. Question number 5. The velocity time graph for part of a train journey is a horizontal line. Just now we have seen this horizontal line. Is a horizontal. This is a, if this kind of graph is there, this is called the horizontal line. And if this kind of graph is there, this is called your vertical line. Okay. Now they are asking, what does this tell you about train's velocity? So train's velocity is constant here, or train has a uniform velocity. And about its acceleration. So when velocity is uniform means when velocity is not changing, then what will happen to acceleration? When velocity is not changing, its acceleration is 0. This you have to remember. Okay. Question number 6 says, explain the meaning of the following equation. V equals to u plus at, where symbols have their usual meanings. So we have already studied this equation. This is the first equation of motion, and it gives the velocity acquired by a body in time t when the body has initial velocity of u and a uniform acceleration of a. Next is the numerical, a body starting from rest. Whenever the word rest comes and it starts, it means the initial velocity is 0 and travels with a uniform acceleration. If it travels 100 meters, so s is your 100 meter here, t is your 5 second. What is the acceleration they are asking? So we will, which formula we will use? We will use the formula of s is equal to ut plus half at square. Putting the values, the value of acceleration a will be 8 meter per second square. Clear? Question number 7. The car acquires a velocity of 72 km per hour. Please see here. So this you have to change to meter per second in 10 seconds starting from rest. So starting from rest means whenever rest is there, it means your u is 0. Acquires a velocity. So this is the final velocity, that is v is 72 km per hour. You have to change this into meter per second. So it will be, changing to meter per second will be 5 by 18. Now 18
4s are 72, so it will be 20 meter per second. Clear? This is your final velocity. Time is given as 10 seconds and they're asking you to calculate the acceleration. So A we can calculate as V minus U by T is equal to A. That's how they have calculated. A is V minus U by T. Now V is 20 we calculated, minus 0 by 10, that is 2 meter per second square. The distance travelled S. The average velocity. Now average velocity is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. We have studied this. And one more, average speed was there. Average speed, what was that? That was total distance by total time taken. Now here average velocity is 0 plus 20 by 2, that is 10 meter per second. And then is your distance travelled. So distance travelled is average velocity into time. This is a simple formula which is says that distance is equal to speed into time. Now speed here is actually referred as velocity. So the distance is 100 meter. What is meant by uniform circular motion? Give two examples of uniform circular motion. When a body moves in a circular path with uniform speed, this is the circular path, and it is moving with a uniform speed, same speed it is moving, its motion is called as uniform circular motion. For example, artificial satellites move in uniform circular motion around the earth. Motion of a cyclist on a circular track. These are two examples. The speed of a body moving along a circular path is given by the formula V equals to 2 pi r by t. This 2 pi r was actually the circumference of circle, isn't it? And this is only the distance, and we know that V is equal to distance, velocity is equal to distance by time. So here time is given as 60 seconds, radius is given as 10.5 centimeter. So this 10.5 centimeter you have to change to meters. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. Okay. So 10.5 by 100 will be, just a minute. Now you know that 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is 1 by 100 meter. So then 10.5 meter will be 10.5 by 100, that is 0.105 meter. That's how you are getting, and then putting the values. T is given, R we calculated in the value of 2 pi r. Pi is already given to you as 22 by 7. On solving you'll get the answer as 0.011 meter per second. So now you have the home assignment. We have covered almost all kind of questions which can be asked from the chapter. These 3 questions are your homework. Please do them, and then next class we will do the question and answers of the chapter. That was all for today, my dear students. Thank you. Have a nice day.